Okay, this one's for Gabby. Way up high, and the dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly.
So going back to Man and Ben's relationship, and in the video earlier, I mentioned how we had a lot of ups and downs. In 2017, in December, late 2017, I lost my mum. Unexpected. It literally turned my world upside down. I was lost. I struggled, and I am still struggling, because even though it's been 2 years, it's still really raw. And it's been a really hard time for me. And I just don't think I could have ever got through it without Ben. He has been my rock. He has just 100% supported me. On my bad days, he's sat and cuddled me whilst I cried. We've sat and spoke about mum. Now, I am really close to my mum. She was my best friend. I could tell her everything. She would tell me like where I was going wrong and try and guide me in making those right decisions. We clashed quite a lot because of how similar we are. But I wouldn't change that, and I wouldn't have changed that, because she made me who the woman that I am today. She gave me the strength to believe in myself when other people didn't, in regards to my career. And Ben was there 100% supporting that. We lived with my mum for a couple of years, and then after mum passed, we decided to move out and get our own place, and this is where we are now. We got our flat in 2019. So from 2017 to 2019, it was very difficult. That first year of living without her, I struggled a lot. And like I said, Ben was just there massively supporting me through my ups and downs, and he got me through one of the toughest years of my life. And I just, for someone to stick around, I mean, I say that we'd been together for so long, but for someone to stick around and go through and see what I've gone through in the past 9 years that we've been together, it's just made us come out 10 times stronger. We are in a predicament at the moment where we are fostering our nephew. Now, the nephew that I'm fostering, I was actually at his birth when I found mum had passed away. So my nephew was born on the 16th of December at 10:30 at night, and my mum had passed away at 1 o'clock the following morning on the 17th of December. So as you can imagine, it was quite a bizarre feeling when we got the phone call asking whether we would foster our nephew. Now, I can't talk about why we've got our nephew. I can't talk about him. I can't disclose his name or anything like that due to confidentiality. However, we are looking at having him long term and potentially keeping him in our life and for him to live with us. So when that happens, it's going to be a while yet because there's ongoing things at the moment, but when that happens, or if that happens, once things have settled down, we will introduce our nephew, and again, he will become a massive part of our life. So as you can imagine, it was very difficult when we got the phone call to say, could we have our nephew, because my nephew and my mum passing were very close. Was the situation, it's very difficult and very raw as the reasons why we've got him, and it's been a constant roller coaster, up and down emotions. But again, for something that is being given to us as a challenge, or not a challenge, but emotionally challenging us, we're still here, we're still strong, we're still fighting hand in hand, and we're doing what's best for us and for the little one, and that will never change us. And if anything, this, from mum passing away to this situation that we're in now, has made us the people that we are today, has made us cherish our life and the moments that we spend with our friends and family and the memories that we create. And I just couldn't think of a better person to have by my side than Ben to help us get through this weird situation that we're in now. Me and Ben are engaged. We got engaged the 6th of September 2014. I just turned 21 and Ben had took me to a log cabin, and we were there Friday to the Monday. We were there for a long weekend. My birthday was on the Thursday. We went on the Friday and we spent the weekend just chilling. It had a hot tub. It had a little town that we could go and have a little walk for. And it was just gorgeous. It was just a nice little area that we could just sit and relax. Little did I know that on the Saturday, the 6th of September, we were sat down for tea, and we went down and we were sat on the sofa. We were just talking about things that, things that we'd gone through, how far we'd got, and then next minute Ben got down on one knee and proposed to me, and of course I said yes. Now, this isn't my engagement ring. Unfortunately, due to the job that I had, I lost a couple of stones that was in my engagement ring. So because that's my first engagement ring, I took it off and I put it in my little memory box to keep hold of it, because I didn't want any more stones to fall out. This is a ring that Ben got me for one of my birthday or Christmases, and it's got my birthstone in it. So this is currently as a replacement engagement ring, but it doesn't matter that it wasn't my original engagement ring, because it's a ring that Ben picked out for me, and I just absolutely love it, and I don't take it off. With that saying, last year we made the decision on getting married. I never thought I'd ever get married. And when Mum passed away, I said to Ben, I don't want to get married, because that is something that I didn't want to have to do without her. But when realisation came to me, it was like, I can't have that approach to my life, because I'll never do anything. So we decided that we're going to get married. Our date is the 23rd of July 2022, and that is when we'll become husband and wife, and I cannot wait. I'm very nervous, I'm very anxious. I don't like being centre of attention, so that is something that I'm going to have to try and come round to the idea of doing it, but I'm just so excited to take that step forward in our life. We moved into our flat in 2019 in January, and we had made many plans in regards to our 2019 year. We decided that we were going to do many concerts, because I love concerts. We decided that we were going to go to London and go and see Billy Joel, which is one of Ben's very, very, very favourite artists. And we booked all that, but little did we know that in April 2019 we would be asked to look after our nephew, and a lot of things changed for us. A lot of our life had to be put on hold. We were the couple that could go to the cinema. We enjoyed going to the cinema. We were the couple that could go around our friend's house and stay there unexpectedly overnight, or just stay there as late as possible. We could go on many nights out. We could go on late night drives. Until obviously things changed for us very quickly, which we love. We absolutely don't regret the decision that we've made in taking our nephew, because it's given us new memories and new things to treasure. So again, things had to be put on hold in regards to going places and doing this, but a couple of things that we managed to get to do last year was we managed to go to London to go and see Billy Joel. I did a variety of concerts with my friends and a couple with Ben, and we also managed to go to BBC One Radio Weekend, which was held in Middlesbrough, and it was the Saturday, and it was absolutely amazing. So many memories. So here's a couple of our adventures that we've had in regards to concerts and where we've been, and who we've seen as well. And hopefully in the near future we can go and see many more people. In regards to my post, and the reason why I'm vlogging is because I'm currently on a journey with trying to conceive, and I have PCOS. Now, one of the main things of mine and Ben's relationship was he was there when I got diagnosed with PCOS. He sat in the room, he went to every appointment with me, he sat and cried with me, he sat and picked me up when I needed picking up, he sat and researched things with me, and he's just been supportive on everything that we've done in regards to PCOS, going to the gym, trying to eat healthily, anything that we can do to try and make it a little bit easier for me. He's been there, and he's always believed in that I could do it. If we've been off the contraceptive for quite some time, however, with having PCOS, it has obviously caused a struggle to have children. We always had to, when we came off the contraceptive, we said if it happens, it's amazing. If it doesn't, that's completely fine. We were in that headspace where we would be so happy if it happened, but we wouldn't be 100% bothered if it didn't. We would just be able to carry on in our relationship. Well, things have obviously progressed, and we've now decided that we want a baby, and where before we were just trying, we are now trying. We are looking at things. I mean, this is the whole point in my vlog, to show you my journey, the things that I've done, the things that I've changed in my life, the things that I've looked at, the research that I've gone through, the tablets that I'm taking, and the tracking that I'm doing to try and track my ovulation, to be able to have track if I can conceive or not. So this is the first time in us trying that we're doing everything we possibly can to make sure that it happens. But we did have a bit of a really sad experience. So in 2018, I think it was, I had woken up one morning. I wasn't feeling too great. But I went to go into the shower, and I saw a pregnancy test there, and I thought, I'm just going to take it because I'm not feeling too great anyway, but the likelihood of me being pregnant isn't going to happen. So I'd done the pregnancy test, and I popped it on the side, and I was just about to go in the shower when I looked down and I saw 2 lines. Now, 2 lines on a pregnancy test means positive. Now, it's very rare that you get a false positive, but you can always get a false negative, I think it's right. So when I saw that positive line, I was shocked. I wasn't expecting it. I was literally just about to get in the shower as I'd taken the test, because I thought, well, I'm not going to be pregnant, and that'd be it. So I took this test, and I was absolutely amazed. I went straight into the bedroom, and I sat with Ben, and I showed Ben, and we both just looked and smiled and gave each other a massive cuddle, as we thought this was it. This was our chance of being able to have a baby. Now, I went to work that day, and I was working in the room on my own, and as you can imagine, thoughts running through my head. Oh my word, what if I'm pregnant? I'm so excited. Wait, don't get excited because things might not work well, and all of these emotions that were going through my head. It was so hard because I was on my own. However, the day went on, and I left from work, and I said to Ben, I'm going to take another test just to make sure that I am. And unfortunately, I took a test and it came back negative. I was just so confused. I wasn't too sure what to think. I said to Ben, how can we go from having a positive test to a negative test? I'm really confused. So I went round to my brothers where I showed them the positive pregnancy test and I showed them the negative test, and they told me to test again in the morning. I tested again the following morning and it came back negative, and I was so confused. I hadn't digested the fact that I could have been pregnant and all of a sudden it was taken away from us. From then, I continued to take tests because I just thought maybe it was just a one-off, and I still got negative. Every test that I took was negative. So we made an appointment with the doctor because I wanted to make sure whether it was either a problem with the pregnancy test or whether my hormones weren't strong enough to detect a pregnancy. And when they took a sample, they told me I wasn't pregnant. They said that I could have potentially had a chemical pregnancy, which is where there's a fertilised egg but it hasn't embedded into your womb wall, and therefore there was hormones there to predict that I was pregnant, but I lost the egg and therefore I wasn't pregnant anymore. Again, hearing that information just absolutely destroyed me. But once I got home and I was speaking to Ben, I looked at it positively. Although we lost that egg and although that could have been our baby, it meant that I could still have a baby because I was able to fertilise an egg. I was able to ovulate an egg to be able to have it, to be able to, for that cycle to happen. And obviously it just didn't embed in the wall. You know, I was able to do that, and that to me was something that I took from that experience. I could have gone the complete opposite way and gone, oh my word, I'm so down, I'm so upset, this isn't working, why can't we have children? But I took it round, and I turned it round and looked positively, and I thought, we can have kids. We've just fertilised an egg, and yes, we didn't manage to keep it. We were able to fertilise an egg and we're able to do this, and this was our step forward in trying for a baby. I hope that I haven't bored you with everything that I've gone on. I hope that you enjoy the little videos that I put together, and I hope you get an insight on mine and Ben's relationship. We've been together 9 years. We're due to get married. We're due to hopefully start a family, whether that is with our little one joining our family and or having our baby. You know, we want you to be a part of that, and this is the whole reason why I'm putting my journey on YouTube. Thank you again for watching, and see you soon.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your